Back in 2018, these two girls came into this bar that I was working at. It was called Solstice Tavern, and they dined and dashed on me. But one of them left their phone. And I was like, ooh, when I went to the table, because I was like, where did they go? And they were gone. But there was still a phone there. So I put it behind the bar, and I got kind of busy. And lo and behold, they showed back up, and I said, oh, you guys didn't pay your tab. Yeah, I'm not going to be giving you your phone back until you pay your tab. And they were like, oh my gosh, we're sorry. We didn't realize. Yeah. But I got this really satisfying moment after that because I lived in this area. It was an area in Charlotte called NODA. It was known as like the Art District. NODA stands for North Davidson. So I lived there. So I would walk to work because there was like no parking anyway. And I would go home after work, feed my dogs, and then I would take them up to this place called the dog bar for them to like run around and play. And so as I was walking them up to the dog bar after I got off work and walked home, I used to make them sit when there would be people passing by. And these two girls, I didn't recognize them right at first, were passing by. And they were like, oh my gosh, you have such pretty dogs. Can we pet your dogs? And I was like, sure. And then I looked up at them as my two dogs were sitting, and I recognized that those were the two Dine and Dash girls. But they did end up paying. Obviously, they didn't tip me, but whatever. I was just glad they paid their tab, so I didn't have to pay it. And then I said, actually, they bite. And they were like, oh, why would you bring your dogs out in public if they bite? And I said, why would you go to a restaurant if you weren't planning on paying? And they said, and then they put it together that I was the bartender. And they said, we did pay. And I said, and they didn't bite you. And I went on with my day. Hey, love, did you want to get another high noon? No. Can I do a black cherry white claw instead this time? And it's my turn to buy the round for my friends, so I'll get a Captain and Diet too, please. Sure. I'll take that. Oh, do you mind if I keep that can? You want to keep your empty can? Okay. Captain and Diet and White Claw. What's the last name? Thank you. You can put it on the last name, Clark.
I just say that. Yeah, I picked up your phone. Factory door and the front door. I had the front door. Which one? Open, but there was a car.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, so it's my turn to buy a round for me and my friends. So I'll get another Captain and Diet. And what were you drinking? Huh? Oh, a high noon.
So they're just giving Thursday.
Okay, yeah, and a high noon, please. You got it. Hey, how are you? What can I get you to drink? Hi. What happened to your face? Oh, this. I ran into a wall. Did you want something to drink? You ran into a wall? We all know that's not what actually happened. It's okay. I understand. I actually did. Yeah, I like hit the wall. It was a corner of the wall in the middle of the night. Yeah. I wasn't gonna ask, but since you said you understand, what happened to yours? Oh, I'm so clumsy. I tripped. You tripped? If I had said that my partner did this to me, would that still be your answer? No, really, this happens all the time. You know, if you want to talk about it, I was in a marriage where I had to lie about bruises on my face because it wasn't safe to tell the truth. Really? How did you make it out? Well, after the first time that he hit me, I realized that it wasn't gonna get better. So I knew eventually I would have to leave. Even though I had hope the whole time that it would get better, it didn't. It got worse and worse. And so over the period of 2 years, it took me 2 years to leave, I saved up money very slowly. So once I had $3,000 and I had a place planned out that I was gonna go to, I packed up as much stuff that I could in my car in the middle of the night while he was sleeping. And I almost died that day. I don't know how you did that. I'm so scared. He would come for me. You can get a restraining order. That's what I did. I got an ex parte restraining order against him. And I did live in fear for a very long time. And there is a long healing process, but you can make it out alive and you can have a happy life afterwards. I'm living proof of it. I don't know, that sounds like a lot. It is. At least it was for me too. Once you make it out though, you can call yourself a survivor, because remember, a lot of domestic violence victims don't make it out alive. I'm gonna think about it. we're okay right now. So I will take a vodka soda, please. I'm passing the phone to someone who married into the mob but won't tell us who she is.
I'm passing the phone to a bartender who accidentally gets canceled like every week.
I'm passing the phone to someone whose mobster ex-husband looks like an Italian Jax Teller from season 2, but she still left his ass.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who got accused of making fun of autistic people because a girl who only orders water at the bar was talking about how she didn't think she was on the spectrum.
I'm passing the phone to someone who had daddy issues and so many affairs. They're basically a 304, but didn't get paid.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who got canceled because she said that people only deserve to stay in the US. They immigrated here legally.
I'm passing the phone to someone who has an OF page but is too scared to post on it.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who thinks that demons can come through the TV. Yeah.
I'm passing the phone to someone whose mobster ex-husband used to make explosives and fireworks, so they trolled her parents and blew a hole in the ground on 4th of July.
I'm passing the phone to somebody whose husband at the time invited robbers into their house.
I'm passing the phone to someone who accidentally said the wrong year in a video 2 years ago, making everybody think she was claiming to be 24 years old when she was actually 43 at the time, and she still gets trolled because of it.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who got canceled for peeing in a glass to do a baking soda gender reveal test. Because apparently people don't know about soap and water. I mean...
I'm passing the phone to somebody who trolls the internet with mob wife story videos and makes herself look like AI with glitching lip liner.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who got canceled because after her work had a change of concept, all of her old coworkers came out of the woodwork for clout just to tear her name down and say that they didn't like working with her.
Hi, how are y'all? What can I get you started off with to drink? Yeah. Can you go in the back and tell me all of the fresh fruit that you have? I don't want a puree either. I just need you to tell me all of the fresh fruit that you have in-house. Yes, ma'am. Let me go check for you. So we have a ton of berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberry. Okay, perfect. I want a baby lemonade, but with strawberries. Wait, baby lemonade? Just tell the bartender that, and they will know what it means. I want a pink lemonade, but I want it strawberry with light ice. Oh, and no sweetener. Wait, hold on. No sweetener? So the way that we make our lemonade is fresh squeezed lemon juice with water, and then we add simple syrup, which is just sugar water to it. So you want no simple syrup? Right. I just want you to sweeten it with the strawberries. Absolutely. We can do that. Oh, but I can't have any citrus because I'll break out in hives. So no citrus. So no lemon? Yes. So you want a lemonade without any sweetener and without any lemon? With strawberries? Mm-hmm. Tell them they can just top it with some Sprite. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because Sprite is a citrus sweetened soda. But sure. Have a good night. Lemonade, no sweetener, no lemon, strawberries? What? What is this? Girl, you have got to explain this drink ticket to me. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's wrong with this lady at this. That's how she ordered it. She kept saying that she wanted a baby lemonade and that you would know what that was. No, I've never heard of a baby lemonade. So she just wants water with muddled strawberries? She said you could just top it with Sprite. I know that sounds crazy. Okay, baby lemonade with Sprite on the top. Here you go. Thank you. Pray for me. I don't know if it'll help, but good luck. Yes, what would you like? I was just stopping by to ask you how your lemonade was, because I see you haven't really been drinking it. I wish they would have used fresh strawberries. I just ran around this whole restaurant to make sure that your drink had fresh strawberries in it. It does have fresh strawberries in it. It just doesn't seem like they used fresh strawberries. Do you see any strawberries in here? Ma'am, I watched the bartender make it. It's because they strain out the excess fruit, so all you get is the juice that is sweetened by the fresh fruit. I just don't like this. Can we do something else? Yes. What would you like? I just want a lemonade with no citrus, no sugar, and with strawberries. What do you want? There are 2 ingredients in lemonade besides water, and you don't want either of them. You know what? Just tell your bartender that I want a baby lemonade with strawberries. If they don't know what that means, I will take muddled strawberries with soda water. Okay. The bartender should know what that means. If for some reason they can't do it, I will take the muddled strawberries with soda water. Muddled strawberries with soda water. Got it. Okay, ma'am, here is your fruit salad with soda water. Yeah, that's much better. Thanks. Great. Y'all ever been to a bar where they had a special called like $5 you call it's, and you felt kind of stupid asking, and you still didn't understand what they were saying after they told you? I'm about to explain it to you. Every bar has 3 levels of liquor. So there'll be the cheapest one, which is called well or house. That is the cheapest one they have. So it'll be like Aristocrat, Skoal, like Montezuma, El Toro, Evan Williams. Like it just depends on whatever bar. It's just the cheapest one that they have of that, like cheapest vodka, cheapest tequila, cheapest rum, And then there's a call. Okay, so it's like middle shelf, like Absolute, Smirnoff, New Amsterdam, sometimes New Amsterdam as well. It depends on the bar. And then there's Espolòn and Unazul, and the rums are like Bacardi. They're called.